Good afternoon again. Got one out of my garden now. Poof. This is a Rocoto. It's an unripe one. They turn red eventually. I got these seeds from Xander Spice last year. He sent me one of these pods. They get quite big. This is one of the medium-sized ones. There's actually one that was probably another almost inch bigger. So, yeah. Red Rocoto. These things, the stem's really affixed tightly to it. More so than a lot of other ones. Most, if not all other ones that I've had before. So, cut it open. Got partially frozen. So it's a little weird. So surgery performed. Sorry, it's hard to cut through these. You can see the oils. So, Rocoto Red. These are very similar to annuum texture, in my experience. Got a cucumber-like flavor. Very similar to an unripe bell pepper. More of a cucumber hint. A little bitterness coming through, but it's kind of tart. You can feel the burn kicking in already. Sharp in the throat. I can feel my face just radiating warmth. These things are pretty damn hot. They got a wide range though. Of course, that's probably just because there's an overgeneralization on pubescens peppers. They just call them all Rocoto when they've done that. I've seen the Scoville rating from 50,000 to 250,000. I know that there are variances pretty wide like that in a lot of different pepper varieties, but for one variety, I don't know. I kind of think maybe that there are some that are called Rocoto that might be measuring like habanero heat. Generally, the ones I've had tended 50 to 100,000, maybe a little bit above that, like the Manzano. When I had that last year, that was a little bit hotter than the Rocoto. This is pretty good, wrapping around my whole tongue. It's got that background warmth, but it's got the pricklies fading in and out, kind of twinkling, kind of like a frutescens burn or a black pepper burn. Definitely it's got a different quality to it. It's not quite as stingy as an annuum, but not quite as full frontal boom in your face as a chinense, and not as snappy as a frutescens, and not as lingering as bacatum. Bacatums are that's one of my favorite burn is the bacatum. The ahi pineapple, ahicito, lemon drop, bishop's crown. Those are good stuff. We're settling down into my sternum area. I got a good coating on the roof of my mouth. It's doing that same thing. It's kind of twinkling, but there's a resonating warmth in the entire foundation of the burn, just kind of holding its own with the other stuff going on kind of in the forefront, but coming into the background a little bit before. I don't know, it's a different burn, put it that way, than the annuums. Similar flavor to annuum, but it's more of like a cucumber-ish, and it's got a bitterness to it. It's not an unpleasant bitterness. It's not like an acrid, nasty bitter, but just a little bit of bitterness coming through with the unripe ones. Those would be great for stuffed peppers on the grill or something like that. They're really thick-walled. When they were totally fresh, they were harder than apples. They were like rock solid, and even the stems that affix the pepper to the plant were starting to turn wood. I'll show you. This is the inside. The other part's stripped off, and it's like a twig. So they're hardy peppers, and they're quite dense and heavy, really thick flesh. Sometimes they're double thick. So yeah, Rocoto, green unripe form, very nice. I like those. I got some dehydrated ones ground into powder, so I'll get to sample that soon too. Okay, that's good. Green Rocoto, not bad. I look forward to growing pubescens again. We'll see what I get in my mix seeds next year. All right, bye-bye.